When people talk about, who was better, the 92 team or the this and this team. And then you always say, what rules? what rules? What rules are we playing under? Are we playing under, rock'em sock'em robot style rules? And you know what I mean? If so, you're gonna have to really let this group adjust to, prison basketball. If you're trying to play this style, then this new style, then these 92 guys, they can't keep up because they don't have the equipment. They don't have the tools. They don't have the skill set to compete with these crossovers and step backs, and they don't have, so it's really a pointless argument. And that's why when back in the day when it was like, Dennis Rodman, they would have killed a 6'7", 210-pound guy, wouldn't be stopping LeBron James. Let it go. You wouldn't. He's a point guard. You were great at defending people who's back to the basket. He's going downhill. Your strength, your brute strength has no bearing on downhill guards. Just like, the defensive guards back in the day, you get the hand check. Well, the hand check worked because the guard wasn't score. He was a setup guy. So he's sitting there with his back to the basket trying to, get this offense to get it to the big man down low. So it's easy to just, hand check a guy who's not moving anywhere.
But then all it takes is a guy that's going to say, you know what? I'm going to actually take this upon myself. I am going to square up. That's where the crossover came.
Yeah, but like I said, so evolution, like the defense of that defender, that hand check, all went out the window when Allen Iverson came into the game.
Yeah, but to prove that point is that's what happens. It just takes that one guy that has something that now, we couldn't guard the crossover.
Yep.
And all these guys
That's what I said, evolution changes. Evolution changes the way, the game is played, the way it's moved. So, when you sit and say all the players are soft and they couldn't last in my era, it's false. It's a false statement. You're looking at the game from rules and adapting to it. It's soft. Okay, one, they say it's soft because they're watching the players complain about fouls, right? Well, we're complaining about fouls because the rules that we're being told us you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that. So, that's what we're gonna argue about. Well, that's the rules. You can't say I'm soft because these are the rules and I'm wondering where my foul is. If you was allowed to clothesline and we can clothesline each other, that would have been the style. Would have been, there's no complaining because but I'm designing my game off of the rules that are in play right now. Yeah, so you can't say I'm soft because of the rules. Like, we can say your generation was soft too compared to the generation before them. The generation before them, they chunk them straight. It was a flagrant one on clotheslines and punches to the mouth, right? Well, your era didn't do that, yeah. Yeah, y'all was getting kicked out, so y'all was less aggressive as this group. The next group after you was less aggressive than you, and then so forth and so forth. Like, so you can't look at it and say this generation's just soft. You gotta remember, I don't need to be enemies with you. Why?
That's what it is. It's not soft, it's too friendly. Because guys said, I'm not out here to kill you. I'm here to compete when the ball goes up, but we can still be cool.
That's how it's always been. How many people hung out with Michael Jordan that wasn't on Chicago Bulls? Everybody wanted to be.
I mean, it was a circle.
Jordan, how many years did Charles Barkley and Jordan play together? How many years?
Barkley was the best friend.
How many years did they play together?
Never. But they always knew each other for.
Yeah, so they always hung out, went to games. So we can say, oh, look, they're soft as shit. They hanging out with each other. Like, what? The perception of what people think is just dumb. Like, yeah, I don't have no problem with him because, yeah, we train all summer together. But on the court, yeah, I'm trying to kick his ass. I'm trying to score for. How many friends you think James Harden has?
He's got a good circle, yeah.
Do you think when he plays against his friend, he's not trying to score 40?
Sure.
He's trying to score 40.
He's scoring 40, but he's not Michael Jordan dunking on Patrick Ewing and screaming in his face.
That clip. That's the technical now. There's a technical.
But the point, he was a different competitor.
I don't need to
in that
yell.
way.
I don't need to yell at you. This is the new yell.
Yeah.
On his head. I don't need to yell. I shake you, make you fall. Point. Shot. I'm still embarrassing you. It's just a new way of engagement. I don't need to yell and fist bump and do all this. You fell.